refugee protection in the UK by the UN Refugee Agency after an introduction of a contentious new law to stop small boats crossing the Channel. Migrants would be removed to a safe country and banned from future re-entry. Rights groups say the plan's inhumane and impractical, but the Prime Minister believes the current situation is unsustainable. Lape Alaranoye reports.
It's estimated that more than 45,000 people made this perilous crossing to the UK just last year. Now the government has promised to step up efforts to tackle the number of arrivals by the so-called small boats.
People must know that if they come here illegally, it will result in their detention and swift removal.
The number of migrants arriving via the English Channel has more than doubled in the last 2 years, and tackling the issue is still one of the 5 key priorities of Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, whose Conservative Party is struggling in the polls. He's under pressure to find a solution.
This bill enables detention of illegal arrivals without bail or judicial review within the first 28 days of detention until they can be removed.
Khan was one of the vulnerable people who made the desperate journey to the UK, fleeing war in Afghanistan. If he decided to make that crossing under this new legislation, he could risk being banned from coming back.
In Afghanistan wasn't that much safety, so all they left them country to come here. So we are looking for some safety. So if here is no safety, that means here and Afghanistan is the same thing. So we don't need to run from our country.
Most of the people who come to the UK on small boats claim asylum on arrival. However, under this new law, those entering via illegal routes will be removed and blocked from returning. After failed promises of a tighter border control, the UK government believes this voter-friendly legislation may be enough to win the next general election. Last year, the UK government agreed a deal to send tens of thousands of illegal migrants to Rwanda. The first planned deportation flight was blocked by the European Court of Human Rights, but a London court later ruled the move was lawful. No migrants have been sent to Rwanda to date. Recent data from the UK Home Office shows a high number of asylum applications from war-torn countries like Syria, Iraq and Afghanistan. But most applications come from conflict-free Albania, with over 15,000 people applying to come to the UK. That's prompted concerns that the system is being exploited. Critics say the plan is unethical and legally unenforceable, since people fleeing war and persecution cannot be sent home.
If they were trying to stop people crossing in small boats and stop people smugglers, there is a much more effective way to do that, which would be to give safe passage to refugees in Calais.
Few details remain on how this legislation will be implemented and brought into line with laws in other European countries. Meanwhile, current efforts to tighten border control, such as the Rwanda policy, remain tied up in legal challenges. Lape Alaranoye, TRT World, London.
Well, the British government itself accepts